Wow, this is clearly the Mount Everest of this location. So, welcome back to part 9 of Frozen Wilds. Okay, so really, this is kind of in-game territory because once we get done with this, then it's really going to Horizon Forbidden West. When you think about it, I think that's it. I think that's it. And then I'll be fairly finished with the story. I mean, there's still plenty to do. Like, there's still creatures to hunt, there's still things to upgrade, but trophy-wise, there's still a few things to do in terms of the DLC. But in terms of the main OG vanilla campaign, no, I pretty much platinum. You'll see in my very video. I can't wait to do this one. I have the footage. I don't have like a lot of main campaign footage, but I will fix that. I will fix that so much. Mm. Sorry, I'm excited. I'm excited when I get to do it. I'm gonna be excited. Alright, so level 50. I'm pretty much at max level. I'm 10 levels over. I didn't think I would be max level, but here we are. I'm pretty much max level. I can't go any higher than that. I have all the skills. I don't have all the outfits, but it's not really necessary. It just depends if you really want to be extensive like that.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
Our numbers rise. 3 more hunters have passed their trials.
Cool.
But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with his course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that.
I imagine.
I take it you haven't spoken to Ourea yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted. To return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What do you mean?
What happened to Ourea when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport.
Oh.
The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
Actually, that's kind of tragic.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Ourea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron. New metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted. No way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Ourea to that again.
Okay.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
What's the spirit? I wonder what she's talking about.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Ourea safe.
Well, he's not wrong.
How many of us died in the Red Raids? And yet one murdered Karja is an unforgivable crime? None of
Give me
the Southern
1
tribes
second,
rival
guys.
look as hunters. But some are skilled in their own way. It's hard to Oseram encampments creeping closer to their local lands. They should exercise some caution.
Even if I care to travel south, I'd not get much further than the Grave Road.
I guess we're going up now. There's nothing really more we need to do. I have pretty much been thorough in terms of like story and side missions, so I think in terms of the trophies I got for the quest section for the Frozen Wilds, I think I've missed one trophy, and I think it's a glitch. Somehow you have to do something in one side mission to unlock that, but if you don't, then you have to reload a save if you save at that spot and get the trophy, which that's not a big deal to me. I can always pretty much replay the game if I really want to go back straight to the Frozen Wilds if I am determined to get that trophy. And it's something that can wait. Really the one that I really wanted to get all the trophies was the OG main campaign. Mission accomplished. My Spider-Man PS4 also pretty much is OG. Yeah, I got pretty much 100%. I got platinum. Getting the platinum whenever you can is the most satisfying feeling in terms of like just being a gamer. It's like when you get 100% in Xbox, like the Xbox days. When you get 100% or platinum or get everything unlocked or 100%, you just feel accomplished and you feel so like you feel powerful. You feel like a badass. That's what I'm trying to say. It's so gratifying. You know. Anyway. Alright, back to questing. Alright, how many minutes have we done? Yeah, I figure it wasn't long. Like 8 minutes at best. Cool. We should be able to wrap everything up in this part 9, but if it is the case that this quest line takes a little longer, then I don't mind doing a part 10, because this is just wrapping everything up. I know what my complaint is. I think, and I know what my complaint is. It's minor, but I can't overlook it. And I try to go with this with an open mind. I think the story, compared to the OG vanilla campaign, obviously, I think the story is not really a letdown. It's not disappointing, it's not a letdown. There's just no, like, personal stakes, because the main campaign was Aloy's journey front and center. And it was an emotional, personal journey, and there was personal and emotional things, and you could I was trying to say stakes. I don't know what I said. I feel like I got tongue-tied. But there was personal and emotional stakes for Aloy, our fan favorite Aloy, in the main campaign. And so
There's frost between my teeth.
yeah, I imagine. But yeah, it's just the fact that there's no personal stakes of this. This is just like Silence even said at the very beginning of the Frozen Wilds when I first started this, like, why are we doing this? There's really no point. We have kind of Armageddon around the horizon. No, that point was not intended. But yeah, it was one of those, like, we have important things. This is something, and it's also disappointing because we didn't really get to know Silence. Everyone was kind of hush-hush or just kind of kept quiet about him. I was like, I kind of wanted to know a little bit, definitely know more about Silence, what he did in the cut. But no, we really didn't get to know anything about him than what we learned in the main campaign. We actually learned more about him in the main campaign compared to the DLC. So, in terms of the story, it's not there, it's not disappointing, it's just not there. There's nothing really like significance besides I'm probably guessing towards the end, but in terms of like the side mission or the main story, unless it's kind of like getting inside behind the store, yeah, I don't think there's anything essential or something that's very important in this DLC that would warrant a DLC. I mean, it's there, and hey, anytime we get to spend up with Aloy, it's freaking awesome. And the characters are fantastic too, that we get in this. So, for what it's worth, it's like, I'm gonna give it, I know what I'm gonna give it, and it's pretty good DLC. I think it will kind of like fulfill your Horizon Zero Dawn like snack. This is a good snack until you get to Horizon Forbidden West. I'm just saying. I wouldn't say like it's solid, but it's great. I actually enjoyed my time with it.
I wish you luck on the mountain.
Thank you kindly.
I'll return to Song's Edge and wait for you there.
Cool.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Ourea?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
I gotta admit, that was actually pretty solid. Okay.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
A complex, really complicated family dynamic, am I right? But yeah, they clearly love each other, but they have a very hard way of showing it. I think it's because of their Banuk, it's their customs and the traditions and how the way they were raised. I think they were probably very close as kids, but because of the Banuk, how they were like raised, it toughened them like steel, and they couldn't show any personality. I mean, for all the Banuk we met, there were only a few who are expressive. But that's kind of like people like Denora, like Aloy. They are outside of their civilization, out of the Banuk civilization. That's why I find the Banuk pretty freaking damn interesting, just because of their customs and traditions and how they approach life. And it might seem brutish or kind of like they seem like cavemen, but no, there's more complexity with them. I don't know how to describe it. My clips, when I do my verdict video, I think I'll be thorough about it. But yeah, the Banuk is one of the interesting factions, or I guess tribes you can call it, compared to everybody else. It was kind of very intriguing to understand their mindset. In fact, I kind of learned about them more than I think the main campaign. But in terms of the main campaign, every time I got to see them, I thought they were a unique faction. Well, anyway.
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Oh my gosh, she's actually speaking truth. Alright, you might as well tell me about silence. I did all of this, so you might as well break the oath that you had. Come on, you gotta give me that.
Now that I'm chieftain of the Ourea, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Ourea. Thanks.
Okay. That was actually essential. Alright, this makes the DLC gets a little more context about Silence. He's still kind of a boogeyman in this kind of universe, but yeah, we learned about him. And did she say, like, he cured himself with poise? I was like, it's Lance freaking Reddick. Of course he cures himself with poise. Yeah, he always had a distinctive way of talking, so yeah, it makes sense of why he acts the way he acts and all that. So, it makes total sense. But still, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense of why Silence, and also, this kind of leads into the main campaign. The reason why he's so fixated on old Earth, or I guess our Earth, Earth A, is because knowledge that this civilization, or Earth B, should have obtained, and should have, like, maintained from Earth A's, well, because of one guy, but the knowledge that Earth B could have benefited, and it would have, like, helped with medicine, technological advancement, and etc. Civilization would have been entirely different without Pharaoh. If Pharaoh didn't pretty much screw everybody over in Earth A, this would have never existed. All these armor, prehistoric, or I guess these kind of like really extensive, like what they are doing with their customs and kind of like how they are the way they are in this Horizon Zero Dawn or Earth B, it would have never came to pass without the hubris of one guy. I mean, we know why he did it. So, I know Aloy just can't tell everybody because it would just kind of like, I don't know, it would destroy them mentally because everyone was born a baby and they had to be pushed out like a baby. So, of course, people freaking died and they had to adapt and adjust in their new world, their new civilization. Yeah, obviously, I had time to think about the plot, and obviously I had time to analyze everything about Project Zero Dawn. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'm a sci-fi nerd, so of course this stuff interests the crap out of me. So yeah, anyway.
What are we gonna find up there, Ourea?
Ruins. Machines. And a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt the daemon has tried to hide the way.
Well, this is the way. Anyway, find us in.
It hasn't been easy for you, Ourea. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
Yeah, okay, point of no return. Doing it. We gotta do it. Well, that's pretty cool.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother!
Dang, he's strong. I mean, I feel like anybody could do it, but no, he's pretty strong. Yeah.
The spirit awaits!
It's not all that awaits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility. This is not a drill. Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit. I repeat, this is not a drill.
So you see,
Please remain calm.
I too can call upon the power of the old ones.
I mean, sure, let's go with that. Yeah, Aloy, we know.
What was this place?
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A
Domain?
fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? The blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
A fortress. Can't say that looks like a bunker. Not like the other places in cauldrons we explored. Huh?
Tall as Bemir's cliffs. I still don't like it.
I think your guard and your caution is well received and understandable in this type of situation. What are they building here? I couldn't say this is like a refinery. I don't know. I honestly do not know. Now, this is going to be interesting.
Once these halls rang with the spirit's presence.
I can see why they're calling, why this civilization is calling the AI spirits, or in a sense, I guess in their version, God. It's because religion, everything that was essential knowledge, like just about religion, really, there's only one God, but their religion, their humanity, their not to repeat mistakes, entertainment, philosophy, all of that knowledge was deleted by one guy, and we know who the guy is, so it just makes sense why they're acting the way they are. I mean, when someone deletes all of your knowledge, what's left? You become a baby again, in a sense. I mean, that's exactly what happens. You become a baby. And without any knowledge to fall on, yeah, you have to relearn everything, and that takes decades, depending on your age. How far were they from the Faro Plague? We know that it was around all of her, but this one seems, I wouldn't say secure. I think they met the same fate as everyone else, but still. Doesn't look like we can get over here that way. Oh, well, okay. Just have to pay attention. Looks like another one. Wait. Another tower, or is this an enemy? Strike from above. Easy. I kinda expected them to be here.
Machines. At least we have the drop on them.
Well, we did have to drop on them until everybody decided to start shooting.
You must climb higher. The path will come clear.
Roger, Dodger, Roger, Dodger.
Whose pace is measured, ours is
My gosh, this environment kicks so much ass. Is it the best area? I mean, all of them are iconic in their own way. I haven't found an area that's been disappointing. I mean, they all are just detailed very well. Okay, it looks like we're going here. When you think about it, there's really no character development for Aloy in this one. Not like the main campaign, but that was Aloy's story. And that's nothing wrong with that. But, I mean, we all are so used to Aloy and just want her to be front and center throughout the main campaign. It kind of sucks that we have to kind of focus on the side characters. But at least the side characters are all fantastic. Curious on how they'll be in Forbidden West. I heard good things about them in that one. That kiss. What kiss? What? Oh, okay. Oh, that's sad. So he wanted her, but he didn't pursue her. Man, that sucks.
There's an overlook above. It's not far.
Yeah, I could see why. And you know what? I appreciate what the internet did well. Maybe they did do leaks, but for what it was back then about Zero Dawn or Project Zero Dawn, no one really spoiled it until they actually played it. Then they put it on YouTube, but everybody was so hush-hush about Project Zero Dawn and let people just experience it on their own. And... oh, okay, well, I guess I'll talk about Project Zero Dawn another time, or just be very extensive about it.
Not much farther now.
All I gotta say, it is one of the coolest sci-fi plots I have seen in a video game in a long while. It is really a solid sci-fi plot twist. No one can convince me otherwise. It's really one of the coolest ones.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. The machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses.
Clearly.
Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead.
Oh, okay. I mean, she is the...
Pipes, towers, steam, frost.
Kinda wanna fight him. I'm feeling it. Let's get it on.
They're still suppressed.
That one's it too. Yep, that's a thing. Woo!
We have survived, where our kin did not. These towers pulse with heat, like an Osram forge.
With vibrations in my foot. Are they tapping into something underground? Luck's with me.
Let their efforts harden our hearts, steady our aim.
Look out! More machines!
Hello?
The far door was open the last time.
But Damon has closed it to us.
Then we'll find another way.
We can't go through. Perhaps we should go up. We must find a way past, as you said. Brace yourself.
It's cold. As if there's chill through those massive pipes. Why?
Stay down as we move through.
Forget what warmth feels like out here.
Technically, I can't suspend the cooling system, but I can reduce the power draw so that it'll be completely masked by the caldera. But masked from what? The firebreak has always been confidential for security reasons, but this would be excessive. Even for the dear departed Mr. Blevins. What could possibly have gotten Anita so worked up?
This projector? Maybe to show holograms without a focus. Let's see if I can restore power. Aratak, Ourea, you might see shapes drawn from light. Don't be alarmed.
It'll take more than light to alarm me.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Wow, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Ourea. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through.
We'll have to carve through a lot of machines to get to that door.
More than the Aratak could prevail against before.
Aloy will see us through.
Onward, then. Our challenge awaits.
The geothermal plant can be suspended. Cooling system masked. Massive challenges solved. So why am I so nervous about the next part? All I need to do is install Anita's mysterious software and have a conversation. It's not even a human being, right?
I've been seen.
More machines. Make ready. I don't put much stock in songs of deeds, but that battle was a verse worth singing.
Now, Aloy, the door. Can you open it?
Let's find out.
Years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Ourea. I promise. All right. Let's go.
Yes, finish this.
All right. Down we go. This way.
Mountain is more machine than rock. Never trusted it.
I'm with you, brother. We will stay only as long as we have to.
We'll need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way.
Metal. Fire and lightning. This is a place for machines, not people.
I'm with you, brother. We will stay only as long as we have to.
We'll need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross.
Understood.
she'll be able to clear that with an arrow? To shut off that vent. Maybe my focus will say something. Better time this right. These conveyors should get me across.
Oh, she's in the air!
Looks like I need to get across to extend the bridge. Check the area with my focus, maybe. This should get me up there. Hey, let's see what this does. That did it. Here they come. get them across.